Are you looking to collect data with your bot and then maybe push it onto your CRM or update a Google Sheet? Well, this is the video for you. So one way or another, you will have access to this template, and once you're on the screen, you should install it, and it will install just an AI assistant. So let's just do that. And I'm gonna walk you through it. Now you can access the AI assistant by clicking here, or if for whatever reason you went somewhere else, now you don't know how to access it, all you have to do is click on AI assistants, and then it will be the simple data collection assistant. So this one. So click here, you will arrive on the screen. And so it's currently predefined for event attendees. But let's say you do not want that, you want something else. So click on Edit Assistant. So you should be viewing this as a framework for your use case. And so name and description, these are for you. They're not that important. What's important is the goal. You should treat this, so the AI understands this text and uses it in order to determine, okay, so what is my goal? What is my objective, right? So just be sure to be descriptive here. For example, this is good enough. And if it makes sense for you, just do not alter it. Persona, honestly, you can play around with this one. You can even make it a priority if you want to. It's really great. In terms of instructions is where it gets, excuse me, is where it gets a bit more interesting. So this is just our approach. It's what we found works best. And we asked them, okay, so ask the user the following questions in the following order. And so the chatbot the AI would follow this order. So ask them for their first and last name of their company, single most important thing they hope to get out of the conference, and so on and so forth. Now, if, for example, this doesn't make sense for your use case, you just delete it, or you alter it, or you modify it in a way that works for you. These are just examples here of ways you could collect data. You might only want the name of their company and their first and last name. That also works. Just delete everything else with a dash in front of it. So these here are like other rules for it. So it must ask each question, just making sure you know. And then it gives a bit further instructions. And then once they have answered each required question, wish them safe travels and so on. So read through these and see if they make sense for you. And if they do not, you can just use them as an example and create your own rules. One thing I wouldn't change is you may engage in small talk, but do not stray off topic and do not answer unrelated questions. Because this means the AI will just stay on topic. And what you can also do is do not engage in small talk at all if you want it to be laser focused on it. Now the next one is the user description. So this pretty much gives the AI a bit more context in terms of who are they talking with. So if you know this, perfect, describe your users. The AI will be just more personalized. If not, you can leave this blank, it's fine. The default model, so choose whichever one makes sense for you. I just recommend going with for Omni. It's the most efficient one in terms of quality and cost. The history messages, so it's pretty much its memory. The higher the number, the longer it takes to answer, and vice versa. I would honestly, for data collection, I would just start with 10. Now the output fields is essentially what we want the AI to collect, right? And so you will see here in the instructions, we ask for their first name and last name. And here, sorry. And here in the output fields, we ask again for their first name and last name. Now, let's say we want to collect what is their ice cream flavor. All you have to do is just add another rule. So dash, what is their favorite ice cream flavor? Yeah, there we go. And then we go here and we add another output field. We name it, I don't know, ice cream flavor, type text, description. So the description is what the AI uses to understand, okay, what do I do with this field? So just, what is their favorite ice cream flavor? And we can make this required, we may not. So whatever works for you here. In this case, I wouldn't add this right now. I would also delete that as just an example. And you can go through these and delete the ones which don't make sense for you. You can also edit them by clicking here, and then the description. Yeah, just create something which makes sense for you. What do you want to capture? This is what this field is asking. If you want to give them predefined choices, for example, in one of the questions we asked them about meal preference, and it's interesting because we don't want to give them too many choices. It wouldn't be possible, right, to cater to everybody's needs. So a workaround, we ask them, okay, so what type of meal do they pretend? And then we give them 4 options: beef, chicken, fish, vegetarian. You can do something similar with your use case if it makes sense for you. So I'm just giving you an example. And that's it. This is all you have to do. Now in the next video, I'm just going to show you how it works. And then after that, I'm going to show you what to do with this data. Because with this assistant, okay, we collect the data, but then, you want to send it somewhere probably. So we're going to discuss that as well.